Hello guys, how's it going? This is Saeed Raza again. So today we are going to be talking about like a tiny project that we're going to design. It's a parking garage which has floor, walls, roof, uh, a tree, or maybe a few trees, a truck, and background, which has all the components that we have been talking about in our previous videos. This time we're going to make a tiny project. So first of all, I'm going to go to my elevations. Let's say I go to east elevation, and I notice that I have two levels which are 3 meters apart. The height is like 3 meters. Usually the height is 3 meters, so I kept it 3 meters. You can adjust the height by clicking on the 3, uh, 4 meters, or keep it sharp 3 meters. Here we go. So go to level 1, select wall. You can select any wall you want. This is because this is just an example again. I'm going to be selecting, let's say, this wall for now. My parking garage is going to be straight, which is, let's say, for example, this is 12 meters, and the width is 8 meters. Again, the length is 12 meters, and then connect the walls. That's all about it. Select the wall, press Ctrl, select this wall again. Top constraint would be level 2. But for now, I'm not going to be selecting level 2. I'm going to tell you why. Press escape, go to your 3D view, go to your east elevation. This extends way beyond level 3. This is at least 6.5 or 7 meters tall. That's too tall. So what I'm going to do, go to my 3D view, select my walls, all the walls. Top constraint would be level 2. If I come back to my elevation, see, this is perfectly on level 3. That's it. If I go back to my 3D view, I notice that the brick wall, the bricks are inside the wall, not outside. It has to be outside. Select the wall, press spacebar, select the wall, press spacebar, select the wall, press spacebar, select the wall, press spacebar. So it flips the wall from one side to another side. Now what I have to do is to design a floor for it. Go to my architecture tab, floor architecture, boundary line. You can select interior or exterior. Usually I go interior or in the middle. That's all about it. Go to my 3D view and see I have a floor here. Alright, now I can add windows or doors or other components if I wanted to. I'll be working on 3D view, which is easier to see. So here we go. For example, I want a window, let's say here. This is structurally not doable, but this is just to make a structure, a tiny structure. It's an example anyways. Press escape twice. Now you have placed your windows. Secondly, I want to add a door. Select any door you want. This is, by the way, this is an interior door, not exterior, but for now I'm going to keep it. You can adjust the door anywhere you want, like here, or you can use your arrow keys left and right to go left or right. I'm going to keep it next to the window here. What if I want to add another door? I can go to my door panel, load family, a different type of door, doors, residential. This is a cute looking door, by the way. I'm going to select this door. You select the type, the height, the width of the door, and here we go. I added this door. This is so slim. I'm pretty sure it's not exterior, but I'll keep it for now. Now, the garage door obviously has a garage. A garage has a garage door. Go to my door, load family, go to the country name, come to the doors, residential, and search for the garage door. Revit comes with it. Open. If you open, notice that it's not opening the garage door that I just selected. Go to my properties panel, and here we go. I selected it. Keep it in the middle. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make two of these doors. So one door, select it, Control C for copy, Control V for paste. There's another door. Notice that the structural part of this door is outside. I want to keep it inside, obviously. Select the door, press spacebar, it's gonna go in. Select the door, press spacebar, it's gonna go in. That's how my garage is gonna look like. Now, what else do I want? I want obviously a roof. Go to my architecture tab, go to roof, roof by footprint. Roof is not going to be on level 1, it's going to be level 2. Select yes, and press, select the walls. That's how your roof is going to look like. Notice that roof all the time is not, actually not all the time, but most of the time the roofs are not completely flat. Why? Because you need to have a slope on the roof. Because of rain, depending on the tropical region you are residing, the rain, the snow, and sometimes some of the tropical regions have a lot of dust, so they want to flush the dust and rainwater away from the roof. So you give it a slope. Select the roof, go modify some elements, add a point anywhere you want. In this example, I'm going to add a point right here. There's a green point. Here we go. There's a green point. When you hover your mouse over it, it turns yellow. Select it, and there is a 0 value here. Select the 0, make it, let's say, minus 0.05. Press enter, and that's how your slope is going to be looking like. So your slope is here. The rainwater would be collecting all the way down here. You can add more points if you want to. Let's say if you want to add a point right here, modify it, select it, and press the value. Sorry. Select the number here, minus 0.03. Enter. Here we go. Now you have two slopes for the roof. So that's all it about, guys. Now I want to add a little bit of background to my project. First of all, I'm gonna design earth for it, which I can find in massing and site. Go to topo surface, but before you go, make sure you're on site, not on level 1. Delete, cancel the 3D view, go to site. Here we go. Site, go to topo surface, select the point, the first point, the second point, third point, and the fourth point. Press OK, go back to your 3D view. That's how your earth is going to look like. What if I want to extend it a little bit? I can just select it, edit surface, and stretch the points all the way. Let's see here. When I started the video, I said that I'm gonna add some side components like trees. Side components. Press side components, come to the left of the properties panel, and select the tree. Any type of tree you can select. This is 9 meters high, this is 7.6 meters high, the different type of tree, and this is, let's say, 12.2 meters high. You can select either. Press escape twice, and that's how your structure is going to look like. Now, this earth, the surface that I have designed, that I designed for this project, it has to have a sub-region. By sub-region, I mean you can select it, or actually before you select it, you can split the surface, or building pad. Go to building pad. For that, a better suggestion is to go to top view, go to building pad, select the shape, because my structure is in rectangular shape. So I'm going to select this part only, press OK, and that's it. And you can see that the slab is going all the way around. There's the building pad. That's the pad that my building is on. Press Ctrl Z to bring it back to its origin. And now I can add a car or a truck or whatever I want it to, because this is a parking garage, so there has to be a vehicle on it. Go to component, place a component, load a family, and go to your country's name, go to site, parking. Let's see if I can find a vehicle here. No, go back, logistics. Here we go. Here's the truck. Notice that it's not showing the truck, it's showing a bench because I used a bench earlier. Go back to properties menu and there should be a truck here. Here we go. Here's the truck. So the truck is facing the garage, as you can see. You can change the direction. Press on the truck, click it, select it, and press spacebar once and twice. It's going to turn 180 degrees. You can also drag it to move it around. Go back to your architecture menu, component, place a component. You can add more components related to your site. Go to your country's name, site, accessories. There's a bike stand, there's a bench. You can try selecting the bench here. Where did it go now? Here we go. Here we go. You can change the orientation of the bench. Select the bench. Press spacebar, and you can see that it's revolving. You can keep it any angle you want. Here we go. Let's say I want it to be on this angle. You can keep it on this angle. But this is a 3D view, and this is a bird eye view. What if I wanted to see it from a person's perspective? You go here. There's a camera option. Select the camera. As you can see, guys, now I'm going to be looking at it at a person's, like a perspective of a person eye view. You can also change the colors to see what other colors you can see it with. The sun path, there's shadow. You can turn the shadow on, off. I'm going to keep it on. The last thing I wanted to mention, that you can render the picture. By render, I mean you can make it more realistic view. You can select the render settings, medium, high, best, or whatever. For now I'm going to keep it draft, which is going to take a few seconds to render. Press render, but before you press render, you can select your background too. You can select a few clouds, you can keep it transparent, you can keep it a color or an image that you like. For now I'm going to keep it very few clouds and render. It's going to take a few seconds and render your image. We're going to wait for it. Here we go. A render with a few clouds and my project. You can also export it to your desktop. It's going to save it on save it as a JPEG file. Name it like render 1. Press save. Okay, sorry. A B C D. My bad. It has to be on desktop. Sorry. Here we go. That's all about it, guys.